Let's try again. Let me talk about the EPA, Environment Protection. Is it Association Administration? I can't remember what the A stands for, but it's with the government, and we have the guy, the Putin. He sounds like the Russian guy, right? He is from Oklahoma, where they've been fracking, and because of the fracking, it's done caused a tremendous amount of earthquakes. Um, we had the same problem here when I first showed up in Memphis. I think they had like 700 earthquakes one year, and they stopped the fracking. They still frack in Oklahoma. I've lived in Oklahoma for like 6 months. I lived in Tuckhannock, go to Oklahoma, not Oklahoma City, but surrounding areas. So, um, um, and uh, they had oil wells out there, and they have these big old like pits that are just like tar pits or whatever they are, some type of slush. So right in the middle of the farmlands where cows are, trying to graze and everything, and they'll have like a little flimsy like fence or something around it. Of course, animals, pretty smart, know the difference between water and oil. They're not going to try to drink it. They know that they need water. So Oklahoma is riddled and polluted by the oil company, uh, and the ground is being shooken by the action of the fracking, and the water they put back into the earth, once they use it, is pretty much poison. And when they put that poison back in and force it back in, it finds little like cracks and uh, crevices to where that water could just push out and cause earthquakes, or cause that red soil there just to crumble, causing earthquakes. So like if the land moves in, it's crumbling, and it moves in. It could move out, move in. Could cause earthquakes. Mostly it's a pushing out. It seems like. Um, uh, from the force of extracting the water back in. So this guy here that is supposed to protect, that's going to be in a government position where he's supposed to protect the environment, um, has been in Oklahoma and has not protected their environment. Uh, sure, the oil people get tons of money. Uh, you know, um, sure, they hire those people that do rigs that really travel from one oil rig to the next, so most of them are not really local. And yes, you have to have a small skeleton crew to maintain it. And like I bought a car from a guy who used to just drive around and check those all things like in the whole state. I guess he did in Oklahoma, but that or Kansas, whatever. Eh. But anyway, um, so they'll have like one person that drives around and checks on stuff. Um, but and then but we have all type of problems with our environment that is caused also by Trump's new administration, like the ban on Muslim. That when I first heard Trump speak on it, I heard him speak on calling it a ban on Muslim, which is, and then their excuses, they got to use Obama for the excuse. I don't know if they could use Obama the whole 4 years um, of their administration for the reasons why they do stuff, and the reason why they're causing so much strife and hatred on their administration. Uh, is not going to hold water, and it doesn't really hold water now. Um, but they said they found the 7 names, right? Now, it was Obama's paper. They probably was like going through his desk. That was like some sheet of paper that he didn't toss out, And if the Republicans and Trump had been respectful, they would have been debriefed and they would have known what the fuck to do. You know, obviously you can comprehend what that list meant. Now you might see some words on the page and just do like I've noticed Trump and their people is just naturally assume that everybody has a nasty, narcissistic, egotistic type of way. No, not everybody. That's one thing that's great about being human or being a mammal even is that we all have different types of traits and personalities, and which brings me to him having that meeting with that his few black people that he has, and I don't know what position they're in or what they're supposed to do or whatever. And he's up there and he's going to educate these black people all about black people. And and again he didn't do his homework. Again he didn't read up. And then you have some black guy going to tell him he don't talk to the gangs in Chicago. Now on the news, I've heard the police say, "We the gang." So did he talk to the policemen and have the policemen say they're going to stop killing people, or at least slow down, as he said, slow down killing people? That would help, because if you notice the way that Trump administration is coming in and how they are causing more harm and more damaging and making us more safe, it's the same mentality that some policemen have. You know what I'm saying? Every other president came in there and gave a policy plan on his inauguration, gave a boost talk, uh, gave a talk of encouragement. We don't really know what his administration other plans are. We know he wants to undo everything that was done the last 8 years, and as he starts trouble with Australia. They don't even want him in England because, first of all, his people are too arrogant, and you could tell a lot how they have been raised. By some people would raise them with some really nasty ideas. They living in the fantasy never never world where the world gets to look out gets to look like that like a blown out hell. It's that was his vision on inauguration day. They were just gonna have burned out cities and fallen infrastructure. That is the vision that he gave us, and I think that's the vision that they have for America. That for it to look like Detroit, so it look like some of the other cities where they came in and they had great ideas on how the city was making millions of money, was very prosperous. And then if you everybody forgets about Oliver North when they brought crack into that neighborhood. They came. That's really what a lot of white people want to do is destroy the black community, destroy the Muslim communities, destroy, like the Korean and Vietnam communities here, and not giving it a thought that you're just gonna have to destroy America. If you're gonna have your EPA guy not respecting 97% of the scientists that say that yes, if we don't change the way we do things and we don't stop using fossil fuel, if we don't think about a way to have cleaner uh, uh, and reusable energy for our cars, if we don't think about that, we don't. Trump might not have to worry about making it the next 30 years to be 100. He might have just signed his own death warrant. We might only have 10 years. 10 years. Think about it.